Okay, I was watching some videos on the side because I was being stupid. And took way too long. Where can I capture card? Take that. Now, whatever. I also tweaked the overlay of it, and by tweaked, I mean I moved some stuff around. I realized that if I had it layered like this, then my alerts would be hidden because of where I moved the screen, so I had to move them to an itty-bitty little corner right here. So it kind of worked, at least. So now it's all this. Hopefully this means that game is easier to watch. I should have just logged in. I should have just logged in fully. Whatever. Boy. The of course, world queue. Of course, gotta wait on the world queue. Ah! Of course. God. I keep staring at my character's jacket. I have half a mind to dye it. I'm checking the market board. I want to dye it. I want to dye it a different color. It's like, oh, but I like it. And it's like, yeah, but I want to make it a different color. Different color, Doko. If I can find a dye at a decent price. I just need one. Just the one. Ugh. As soon as it gets loaded in anyway. There. Let's see what happens. Whatever. I got a lot of story to catch up on. I basically just finished some of the raids, right? Over the last few days. I finished Miss It Around the other day, and then I just finished Pandemonium like before lunch today. Yeah, a little bit before lunch. So I did that this morning. It's like, you know what? I need to get started on finishing up the story quest, so I might as well just stream the rest of that from where I was, because I did 6.1, and I think I got started on it, and then I got started on like 6.2. I was like, you know what? I want to do the raids. I want to get the raids out of the way, get that all covered and done, and succinctly handled. So, keep it simple, keep it quick, because 6.55 is coming later this month. So I want to get cooking, because, I mean, it's not like it's a big deal. I got till summer anyway, so not like I'm, in pain. No, do not lock. Okay, so it's just here. Well, okay, I can afford to pop back to Charlie real quick to check market boards. I can jump back to check market boards real quick. Not a big deal. Not a big problem. I can just check the market boards again. So it's just right here in Charlie. Duh. Okay. I was like, hi, Crucible of where? Oh, okay. Literally just... Okay. I should know for weapons, too. I'm actually pretty kitted out. I am, in fact, at the current, I'm currently at the Majestic Mandeville weapon. So I just prefer the base weapon in terms of its looks. So much better for me. All right. Oh, come on. I gotta wait on the market board all the way. I just need a dye. I just need something to change the color of this coat so it's not normal white. I want it to be like blue. There we go. Snow White dye. How much is it? Okay. I need like... Actually, let me pop open the dyes so I can check. Dye. Okay, so if I check blues, what's what I'm looking for? I'm looking for midnight blue. Royal blue. Yeah, I want royal blue. This is what I'm going for. Okay, royal blue. There we go. Pretty cheap. I need one anyway, so 6 spots for... Yeah, we'll take that. I always forget that dyes are actually really fucking cheap on the market. So it's usually never a problem. Nice! Oh, that looks good. Oh, that looks good, actually. Oh, that looks good. Shit. Oh, now I want to dye my sword. Hold on. Okay. So if I dye this... Ooh, actually... Oh, should I have it match my jacket? Should I dye the sword blue too? Should I dye my gunblade blue as well? That actually looks really good. But I'm also a fan of white, of like, making it white? Let's check the fancy colors. See, I'd totally dye it like silver. I like this pearl white. Ooh, that looks... No. We're gonna color match it. I'm color matching the sword. Fuck it. Huh, I forgot that I had the coral dye. Also because it actually does make a nice red. Dalamud red. Ooh, but a red sword. Ooh, no. No. Oh, we just started the stream. It was like, before doing anything, we are dyeing my coat and my sword blue. Yeah. Yeah, I like that. I like that look a lot. Ooh, I like that. Okay. Plus, you know, it just matched with the fact my character's color scheme is basically this anyway. So, hey, you know what? It works. It looks good. Okay. Now back. Okay, back to Razat Han so we can talk to Y'shtola. Time to talk to Y'shtola. Okay. I started incessantly taking screenshots as the story goes on. Just know that it is for a purpose, because I do, in fact, share screenshots with my FC. Okay, whatever. Yeah, it's just a quick run. I don't need to freaking use the teleporter to run this far. What am I thinking? Okay. Okay, then.
Right, here we all are.
Okay, voice, I don't need to say shit.
You discovered something new.
Let me turn auto advance on just to make it a bit easier. Just to let it run, do its thing.
Took a closer look at that device. I was able to determine how it keeps the void gate sealed, but not how it might instead be employed to expand the opening. For that, I would need to reference the technique developed by VTuber's alchemists, no records of which appear to have survived the intervening years.
We know this, so why have you sent for us? Have you learned aught of value or not?
You know, she needs muscle.
Patience, good sir. One must introduce the subject before launching into specifics.
Very, very reasonable, yeah.
From what we understand, travel between worlds is accomplished by passing through the nebulous rift which exists between them. Picture, if you will, the moment you were called to the first.
Well, let's think of it. How did that exactly go for us, huh? You know, getting yeeted through the ethereal sea.
You touched a focus of some kind to help the Exarch pinpoint your location. His summoning spell then channeled the energies of the Crystal Tower to begin your journey to his world.
Yeah, about how it went down. I mean, it's been a while. So, you know, don't blame me for not remembering all of the details.
The magics tore a hole in the walls separating source and shard, and cast you into the intervening nothingness. In that place, the laws of nature hold no sway.
So the thought is, if we can replicate something and use that to kind of basically pull things up and... Oh, hello, my cursor!
Yet even through this realm of temporal and spatial instability, you were borne safely to your destination in the first. The feat that guided you across such an unimaginable distance, both physical and metaphorical, was nothing short of a miracle.
Yeah, no, sure. I'm not going to encourage you to stay up too late, so if you feel like you need to go to bed after a bit, it's fine. Let's see, we're here at cutscene time, though, so I'm not going to be talking too much, besides my own inputs. So...
Though there are several methods by which the Void's denizens might intrude upon our world, the rituals of summoning are the most typical.
So it's the... Yeah. I mean, we've seen it before. It's usually pretty simple.
Let us consider the gargoyle, a creature of middling power.
Common enemy. I've probably beaten dozens of them. Hundreds, potentially. I don't know the kill count. Look, I fought a lot of monsters, Stola. Come on. Don't expect me to remember everything consistently. You know, a train just went by. I hope it wasn't heard. Right. Yeah. We've seen this plenty of times from dungeons. The endless runs through dungeons I've had to do.
The prospective summoner must force open a void gate.
This gargoyle as a effective medium in the statue.
The portal lasts but a moment and is relatively small, allowing only an imp or other lesser being to squeeze through with their physical body intact.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, always get that time to sleep. I usually get to sleep pretty late, like usually around midnight or a bit after. But I usually don't have work until like 11 for my day job, so it's usually good if I go to sleep a bit later.
Far beyond the reserves of any one mortal practitioner.
Right, and every time we fought anything bigger when it comes to that, they've always come through different kinds of gates. Or they ended up here through other means. That or we just somehow ended up in the void ourselves.
Instead, 'tis far more common to bring over only the entity's soul. We had a taste of that ourselves when a certain exarch dragged us to the first.
Yep. And that was the whole process of having to pit souls into crystal containers to get them back to their bodies. Well, back to their proper bodies anyway.
And just as our bodies remained in our world, the Void Sense physical form is left behind in the 13th.
So from that method... Right, and then of course they use the statues as a medium to give them a new body. Here in the source.
Once at its destination, the summoned soul is granted a temporary shell to inhabit. In the gargoyle's case, a stone effigy has proven a suitable vessel.
All things we know and have dealt with plenty of times before. And that is how we get gargoyle-type enemies. I've killed, I swear to God.
Wait. You said that Voidsent must be called here deliberately by someone in the source, reeled in like a fisherman with his catch.
Yeah, she did.
Exactly. For a being to navigate the chaos of the rift, with or without form, there must needs be a guiding agent on the other side.
When the hordes poured forth from Alag's Great Gate, it was the technologists who drew them through. Though to my knowledge, planar fissures are in essence natural passages between our world and the void, which require no such guidance to traverse. Why is only the boundary between the source and the 13th so fragile? So much so that it often tears open of its own accord.
I mean, unless they weaken it, unless those on the 13th weaken it intentionally?
Is key to understanding travel between the source and its reflections.
And how do you intend to get your answers?
No, the danger is too great.
Yeah, but...
Perhaps. But what some call danger, others think of as adventure.
I mean, she's got me there. Stola knows how to hook, line, and sinker my ass.
Never mind that the means means to expand the gate has been lost to the ages.
Well, then we'll just have to find it again.
Even could you force the portal wide enough, you would be greeted by an army of murderous horrors the very instant you step through.
That's just a normal Tuesday for me. What are you talking about? Come on.
I assure you I was most attentive. And I agree that to go alone would be certain death.
Then we won't be alone.
But if I were to bring along one who has already braved the 13th and humbled the cloud of darkness, well, I imagine my chances would be much improved.
I love moments in this game where everyone's like, no, it's too dangerous. And then I'm just like, dog. Count me in. Count me in.
I had a feeling you might say that.
I mean, come on. The Wool never says no. A chance for adventure? Come on! This is my thing!
I put my life in your ever-reliable hands.
Oh, rest assured about that, Y'shtola. It'll be fine.
That said, as much as I would like to march straight back to the Void Gate...
Okay, I'm getting a phone call, hold on.
There is a small matter of being unable to open it without the
okay, hold up.
traps personally.
I need to get a lot better. Frickin', I love it when my dad just calls out of nowhere. It's like, oh, hey, cool. Okay, it's fine. He just called to say, hey, he made some food. And so, if I wanted to drop by and pick up the leftovers, I could, which is fine and dandy. I do not object. I just need to frickin' move this up so that way it doesn't pop in. Whoops-a-daisy! Frickin' that all frickin' popped up out of nowhere. I'm gonna have to edit that in the VOD. I'm gonna have to edit that out of the VOD. Anyway, I didn't really miss anything. Thankfully.
You have my word that we will take every precaution. Not a single void scent will be allowed to threaten Radzatan, assuming we manage to expand the portal in the first place.
Yeah, I mean, if we even accomplish it.
You have a plan.
I mean, of course you would. It's Stola.
Actually, I had hoped you might help us with that. I presume the alchemists you retained supplied you with some explanation of their methodology.
Hopefully, that would be a big helpful hand to us.
House Daimir was overseeing the project.
Daimir. Ah, yes. The family associated with the great work.
I did not fully comprehend the theory, but their research began with a void scent which had slipped through the fissure. After a thorough examination, they created an arcane simulacrum possessed of similar qualities. A man-made void scent, if you will. It was apparently indispensable in their efforts to enlarge the gate.
So we would need something similar then.
A man-made void scent.
Is now a good time for me to bring up the fact that the Reaper quest line? That I technically have a pact with a Void Scent that might be able to help us out.
Being great admirers of the Archons, House Daimir submitted detailed notes to Charlene's officials.
I guess not. I guess we're not going to bring that up for now.
They expected praise and accolades for their simulacrum, and were thus devastated to be informed that their work had been...
Yep, hey, Karo. Yeah, I explained it when I started. Basically, I'm trying to catch up on all the update quest lines because I took a very extended break after I finished Endwalker last year. So,
Not Google, of course.
I've got a lot of catching up to finish doing. So, I want to see if I can't get caught up before summer. I mean, you know, I got a few months. I can take my time. Well, the girl has favorite place to sneak around. Yeah. I mean, at least I got caught up on pretty much everything else. I did all the raids, so that's all good and cleared away. So now it's just story quests, so I can kind of just focus down. waiting for the next update though, because I'm also caught up on Manderville weapons.
To Charlie and
Well, the main Manderville weapon. I'll make more as I go. I play primarily on Ultros. That's my server that I play on. I play on Ultros.
Unless you
Ultros, I don't really know.
the high shelf,
I don't really know how you pronounce it.
yourself being of little use. Go on ahead. I still need to find Mirad and tell him about the Kalzal Foundation.
Good joke about, oh, you know, you need to reach up to higher shelves. Good joke about your height is studying. Or, you know, using jump to reach bookshelves.
on our way as well.
We should. Yeah, again, I was saying earlier, Stola, would now be a good time to mention that I did the whole Reaper quest line and that I have a, pact with a Void Scent?
They are resolved to venture into the void. Do I sit idly by?
Reacher tried to figure this all out. Poor guy. What am I supposed to do in this situation? There we go. Charlene's Etherite Plaza and have her accompany you. Oh boy, so much running around. Let's see. God. I'm almost very tempted to start doing hunts because I know that they can do reward to get one of the, freaking older armors that they had to... Oh, back at Charlian. Duh. Okay, I can just hit return. I don't know why I just ran that. Charlian, I misread the quest. That's actually a good chance though, because I do want to check the market board for any Diadocos maiming armor for Reaper. Need that because for my only other level 90 jobs currently are Reaper and Samurai. God, I need to work on some other stuff for more variety. Only level 90s are a tank and 2 DPSs. Jesus Christ. Granted, I don't play healer too much. Okay, let's... Reaper, open you up. I was amused to find that I guess they might have tweaked it, but that the Reaper hat actually does work on Vieira's because it counts as a mask. But anyway. Let's see, I already have the jacket. That's the head. Focus headband. Could get this. And let's look at that prices. Let's get the gloves next. Get the gloves. Kind of work my way down and across. Let's see how much does a pair of the Pauline's cost. Okay. Yeah. Stuff is kind of where I expected. Okay, well. Kind of glamour it up, though. Let's see. Oh, I have already... Oh, wow, I already bought that. I'm dumb. I didn't notice I already bought the half gloves. I am stupid. I basically just... Freaking goddamn it, me. I didn't notice I had already... Oh, no, I'm dumb. I forgot, I'm dumb. I forgot I should have checked first. It does, whatever. It's just Gil. It's not hard to replace. It's not hard to replace. Sell that. Armory chest. Freaking hands. Oh boy, I love doing this. I love accidentally doing idiot things like that. I need the full look because, like, I don't dislike the relic armor for the Reaper, but I'm just like, nah, I want to do something fancier than this. You know, mostly just because I like the look. I'm going to need to find different pants and boots, though, because I actually don't like the Diadocos stuff that much. Well, I got plenty of stuff I could probably figure out, actually. I'll just figure that out when I get there. Anyway. I do at least like the fact that the helmet works, because it is technically a mask and not a hat. So, the weird technicalities of what does and doesn't work on a Vieira. Anyway, back to you. And let's see where Stola is going to take us. No one's restricted archive. Okay. A forum member who would actually help us get into the archives of the Nomen. Alright, we can ask him. Oh, wait, okay, well, it's all the way over there. Yeah, whatever. Pathway's a pathway. We'll get to where we need to. This will probably lead into the next dungeon I can do with AI help, too, so that's fine and dandy. Gotta be sure to use that sprint just to make it a wee bit faster. Okay. This way we go. Basically, I'm just gonna see how far I can get in a couple hours. Not quite an hour and a half, but, you know, we'll see when we get there. Anyway. Oh, okay, well, let's see if I'm gonna stop by my dad's place to see. Yeah. That's the studium. I apprenticed to Master Vittoria at the age of 7, labored under her tutelage for a full decade. Never had the chance to attend the studium. Neither did Thancred, as I recall. Soon after Master Lewis took him off the streets, he was put in the care of another Archon. His was a rigorous and practical education in the arts of espionage and survival. I sometimes wonder what my life might have been like had I pursued studies here instead. He had the last stand after a day of lectures? Oh, that does sound lovely. Afternoons with friends spent sipping tea and debating theories. Still, I wouldn't give up my time with Master Vittoria for the world. And the big cave I studied in was about as far from the bright, airy halls of academia as one could get, but it was a wondrous, magical childhood nonetheless. Oh, I think we're getting close to the part where we find out about some of Y'shtola's embarrassing past with spells that she made. Oh, please tell me yes, because I've seen it and it's hilarious, and no matter the language. Okay, Maker's Meat. I know why it's not hiding my cursor, though. It's because of the fact the game-specific cursor. Okay. Wait, hold up. Nope, I am in the wrong route. Curse you, minimap. Curse you, minimap. Alright, cutscene time. I'm gonna have to click through some things. Ah, visitors, and quite a student ones of that. What may I do for you? Hey, forgive the intrusion, Scholark, but we were hoping you might help us secure permission to enter Numenon's restricted archives. Oh, no further forays into stacks this time, eh? I applaud this newfound sense of propriety. Yet in all this wide world of comparative serenity, what so compels you to disturb a vault of forbidden wisdom? Well, what if I told you we're trying to open up a void gate in Raz-Zatan? You know, just casual adventurers trying to figure things out stuff. Trying to solve a mystery. All that good jazz. Fascinating. I had no idea such a technique existed. I would have been surprised if you had. And if my assumption is correct, the research left behind by House Daimir has lain dormant in Schrodinger's archives for many centuries. And if you unearth this research, what then? Surely you don't intend to cross over into the void. Well, I mean, maybe kinda sorta, that's been the plan, yeah. I mean, you know. That is, in fact, precisely what we intend. What end, pray tell? To develop a method of traversing the rift, for one, that I might keep my word to a distant friend. Sentiment aside, I have journeyed to the end of existence. I've heard, felt, and thought endlessly about the truth of our world and the echo of its future. And yet I want to understand everything, to unravel it all down to its very last secret. What scholar worthy of the name wouldn't force open a void gate or two if a grand revelation was the promised reward? Marvelous! An audacious proposal worthy of Master Matoya herself. After hearing the whys and the wherefores, I for one no doubt believe you would use the knowledge for ill. I, for one, do not believe you would use the knowledge for ill. I see no reason not to prevent your request for the forum's consideration. Oh, thanks. Although, your petition would be better received if you had also had the support of another well-placed acquaintance. Oshval? Fortunal. Huh. He can hardly ignore an earnest request from his dear children's most treasured comrades. I was hesitant to approach him directly, but there's no denying that having Master Foshinal on our side would tip the balance in our favor. Very well, we'll pay a visit to the Leveilleur estate and plead our case. One last thing before you go. I would consider it a personal favor if you might share with me the discoveries you make in the void. My appetite for knowledge is every bit as insatiable as yours, I'd wager, so if you could see your way to indulging an old man's curiosity. Of course, Scholark. We'll be sure to pass on any revelations. Alright. Now it's Leveilleur then. Gonna have to just go the long way. So the game's like, oh, don't do it weirdly. Yeah. Actually, can I teleport? See if I can't. If I have to run it all the way back to get her, I swear to God. Please just let the teleport. Please just let this work. I don't like it when the game forces you to do stuff the long way. Okay, good. Okay, good. We can just talk. Good, I can in fact use the teleporter. Ah, Master Seiker, Mr. Shistola, how may I be of service? You come to speak with Master Foshinal. Is he home by any chance? Yes, the Master is in residence. I shall inform him that he has guests. Yeah, we're gonna walk in and be like, hey, buddy! We want to dig into the Forbidden Archives, because we're looking for a way to open up a goddamn void gate. For scholarly purposes, we assure you. Well, Amalance would invite you inside for tea, but I assume this is not a social visit. You have some matter of import to discuss. Yes, we do. And pray proceed. You have my full attention. So, hey, we're playing the whole, like, jump into a void gate, you know, casual stuff. Casual Tuesdays for us scions, you know? He's alright. Well, I suppose I should praise you for following the proper protocols this time around. Scholark Montagane and expressed much the same sentiment. I assure you will not attempt to circumvent the forum's authority again, unless it is absolutely necessary, of course. Of course. You do understand that the restricted archives are restricted for good reason, yes? If no pressing need exists, then why risk the consequences of employing this forbidden knowledge? For a brother who misses his sister. She was his guardian and his friend, a selfless hero who crossed the rift between worlds to save her homeland from horror and suffering. But the brother has given up on thoughts of reunion. He spent his efforts elsewhere, watching over people yet healing from the flames of the final days. Loyal to his duty while betraying the longing in his heart. It is no vital mission, perhaps, reuniting these siblings, but it feels a worthy cause to pursue, all the same. When he feared losing his own loved ones and spent years in research to prevent it, surely you appreciate how painful such a separation must be. Reflections are still very much a mystery to us. Offering to share your experiences in the first should constitute a fair exchange for our cooperation. Do not celebrate just yet, the forum must still be convinced. I will add your request to the list of today's deliberations and deliver the decision to you at the Valdesian Annex. That's as good a starting place as any. Gets us moving at least. Alright. the Baldesian and X. Back the way we... Oh boy, hopping all over Charlian. What a way to get started. But, you know, not every quest can be high action and everything. Oh boy, okay. Alright, here we go. See if we can at least get to a dungeon or something within a little while. Yeah, while I'm busy doing this. But we will see, we will see. So, what did the forum decide? Put it bluntly, Master Pretoria has burned some bridges here in Charlian, and salted the earth for good measure. When it became clear that our student was the petitioner in question, well, no few members voiced their discontent. Then the chamber was reminded, and in no uncertain terms might I add, of the incredible debt we owe to you and your companions. Hey, by the way, remember how we stopped the final days? I served to silence the grumbles and stiffen a few spines, and it was agreed that allowing you entry to the archives was the least we can do in return. Hey, remember the apocalypse we stopped? Yeah, you kinda owe us. Literally that. It's like, hey, guys, we stopped the apocalypse. You fucking owe us. That is wonderful news. Thank you both for speaking on our behalf. Yes, well, as I'm sure you're aware, the permission was not extended lightly. Forbidden knowledge is to be treated with the utmost caution, and there will be repercussions if it is not. I wish you well in your endeavor, and bid you good day. Well, hey, that's the best we'll get from him. Ever the same, that one. Uncompromising? Aye. That very stoicism is exactly what Charlian needed to guide it through not one, but 2 exoduses. You know, it's not so bad. Alright, well. This step is done. I went rather well, I think. As a child, I dreamed up any number of schemes for getting my hands on those forbidden tomes. Now I can simply walk in through the door. Alright. We'll be hit. Alright, let's see what we can find. Shall we? Hey, you know what? I don't mind having some fun with a... Okay, where need to be? Ah. Teleport to the studio nearby. That's the closest part 2. Okay. Oh, hey, Putty Boy. Like, he's just here chilling. The buddy obsessed with pudding. Moving on. I think that the set of instructions I laughingly imagined may actually exist but yalms away from where you found me napping. If I known of Azadal the Third's exploits sooner, I could well have saved myself days of research. Even a children's book might have pointed me in the right direction. To achieve the impossible, one needs to be flexible of mind and look beyond conventional wisdom. Lesson I'd already learned, but clearly not taken to heart. Right. Index page. Hey, we got permission to use this lift. Archon Y'shtola and guest identified. Do you wish to proceed into the restricted archives? Oh, hey, Kara. Kind of I just started up a cutscene. I just started up the cutscene. Oh, you found me just in time for me to start up a cutscene. Ooh. Fancy big library. Okay, I'll have to check that in a moment. I'm gonna be searching around.
If House Damia's notes are to be found anywhere, it will be here. Let us begin.
Alright, time to dig into a whole bunch of lore. Time to lore dig. What shall be found, I wonder? Ugh. Good old neck popping. Okay. Title journal, probably not what we're going to be looking for immediately. Alien world, not my own. I meet. No, that's not it. Let's see here. Year 1564, the 6th Astral Era, the Amalja summoned the Ifrit, their patron god. The council described the being as a gigantic lizard-like being with a potent command of fire aspect of magic. Okay, not quite what we need, but not too interesting. Not exactly what we're looking for here. Another bound log. That might be what I need. Let's see. Following page detail an advanced method for manipulating wristband and apertures as survived by New Hashan, the 9th Patriarch of House Daimir. Found it! Hey, Stola, I found it! Present these research notes to the faculty of Charlene Studium as both a token of our friendship and an expression of our boundless admiration. Ah. Don't mind me just leaping over, hey, Stola, I found it. Apologies. I flipped open but a single book and was completely absorbed by the contents. Of course you were. This looks like it's what we're looking for. Well done, Seiker. I think you may have found our prize. Hey, I got it perfectly tied to the music too. Let's go.
Yes, the ether signature is unmistakable. I've felt the traces of House Damia's resonance many times at the great work. Time to see what all the fuss was about.
Yeah, let's see. I mean, it can't be too bad. Granted, I mean, it's in the Forbidden Archives for a reason, so it's gotta be something. Gotta be a certain kind of way. Alright, let's see. Let's see for ourselves. Oh.
Among the ranks of the Void Sent, there exist entities with the power to call forth their brethren.
Oh, right, yep, I remember the Atomos.
The species known as Atomos, however, is uniquely prodigious in this regard. From its distended maw, it can expel an endless procession of void-born creatures.
Right, I remember the Atomos from Crystal Tower.
Radiant host in its battles against these abominations.
I remember that. I remember these.
Surmising that the entity itself was acting as a void gate, we endeavored to capture a small specimen and subsequently examine its physiological structure. Our findings revealed that the Atomos had absorbed a planar fissure into its own flesh, which it could expand at will into a functioning gate.
Well, so that's how it works. Huh.
Upon further analysis, we identified an ethereal wave pattern emitted during this process. A pattern we were able to emulate by passing crystal-stored ether through a specially designed prism. We proceeded to embed said prism into an arcane simulacrum, thus completing what we have dubbed our artificial Atomos.
Huh. Okay. No, they did manage to make it work. Kind of.
How could I have been so blind to the possibilities? This species, not to mention its ability to summon void scent, has been discussed among academics for years now.
So the answer was literally right there in our face the entire time.
Just before the advent of the 7th Umbral Calamity, we received reports of Atomos sightings from every corner of Eorzea. Surely you've at least heard the tales.
I mean, yeah.
And still, House Daemir went and built a mock Atomos of their very own. I'm not surprised the Archons consigned their work to a restricted archive.
Yeah, people got a hold of that. They'd be doing all kinds of stupid shit.
No easy task, but at last we've unearthed the volume we've been searching for.
Ah, fun. You know, considering I play a tall character, it is really funny to consider if I was playing a shorter character like a Lalafell, of just the camera angles they would have to be using. Because like, my character, yeah, is Vieira, but he's on the taller side for a male Vieira.
Ah, but that would be abusing the very special privilege we've been granted now, wouldn't it? Better not.
Yeah, no, let's stick to what we came here to get, and not go much further than that. Probably for the best if we just keep it simple. Get what we came for, and don't take it much further than that. Something to the unending codex. Right, more things we're familiar with. Why did it disconnect? Oi! Samson Flow, why'd you disconnect? What the fuck was that? Oi! The fuck? Why did it do that? Come on, man. That's bullshit when that happens. Not disturb. Hey, Charo. Okay, let's see. I'd love to start crafting a Tomos. I'm afraid this is far outside my field of expertise. Fortunately, we know a Hainish alchemist who would be delighted to involve herself. Ah. Well, if we're done for the most part. Some of our business here. Okay, so we need to go check out the Great Work. We need Hana at the Great Work. Oh, God, that's all the way... oh, that's all the way over here in Davnir. Alright. Let's see. Have you messed with this? Ah, yes, good adventure plate. I respect playing Summoner. I respect playing Summoner there, Charo. I respect that. I actually started working on Summoner a while ago. I just never finished it. Well, no, I did. I got it to like level 50, and then I just kind of was like, okay, well, because I was trying to grind up a bunch of stuff, you know? Trying to finish up a round with Born classes more than anything. Yep. There we go. Got the Great Work. There's Nidhana. You can usually tell when people are also on the same quest as you. It's always kind of amusing. Shtala tells me you're pursuing a most fascinating study, and that you want me to be part of it. Turn off text advance. I have no doubt you will be interested. The research log should speak for itself. I like it when the casual music plays in. Well then now. By the sisters! This is a market past Daemir! I never even knew such a work existed! You should. It was sequestered in Numenon's restricted archives, after all. Was? But that means every word within is forbidden knowledge! Forbidden tome filled with forbidden research. And you put it right into my unsuspecting hand? I can hardly wait to read it! That is the proper response you should give to being given a forbidden tome. Like, it's like, yes, I would love to read this. What do you mean? It's like, I cannot wait! To think that Daemir were developing such a marvelous technique so long ago. How many innovations have been lost over the centuries, I wonder? Now you've glanced over the notes, what say you to helping us build a new Makatomos? I say yes, 1,000 times yes. Work on a Damia project that had even the redoubt, me can barely speak my own fucking language. Redoubtable scholars of Charlian trembling in their sandals. No alchemist of great work could resist. There, redoubtable. Blech. You are a woman after my own heart. Oh, I suppose I should ask, what do you mean to do with this big mouse simulacrum once we built it? We're gonna basically use it to open a void gate. So there's a secret void gate. It's held in the ruins at the bottom of the bounty. Today is a day of revelations indeed. If the purpose of our man-made atomist is to expand this hidden portal, then I will need to see it for myself, I think. Manipulating rift-spanning apertures is not the sort of thing you want to attempt without first taking into account every single factor. And by all means, accompany us to the vault. I plan to lead us back there shortly, once we finish gathering the components I require. Charlian's markets provided the raw aquamarine and pure water crystals. Hold up, I got a text. Okay, hold up. Frickin' try to do stuff like this, and yet my family just continues to do all sorts of other things. Text me and all this other stuff, whatever. But I might need help obtaining a small quantity of astrally infused water. For such a liquid, you need to go no further than the front of Maya. The ascetics of old once favored the place for their meditations, and the water which pools there now is known to even liven the flow of ether. That sounds perfect. Who would be so kind as to fill a flask at the pool, and will petition Vritra to join us. The idea I have in mind won't amount to much without his authority to command the Void Gate. Shall we be about it then? We meet back here anon. I'm probably not gonna stream for super long today. I'm probably just gonna go for another hour, just so I'm done around 6 and everything. Hello. The tiny Ginga. Oh, the tiny Ginga. Okay, where is this gonna be? That is gonna be all the way up here. Yeah, let's teleport to Palakistan. I need to get the ether currents for this zone. That's what I need to do. I just need to get the ether currents, so I can actually fly around, but I have not because I'm lazy. The things I'm willing to do and to not do out of pure laziness. Yeah, I could get flight back, but also, damn, I'm bored. I don't want to right now. I was so focused on like 10 other things. I was like, yeah, no, I'm not going to spare the time for it yet. So don't mind me. Alright. Alright, let's see what's going on here. Ah! And then back here. Right back to the great work. Okay. Oh, hey, she got a Stydian. Get that flask for me? Yes, I do, in fact. Yes, this should suffice. Thank you. Alright, there we go. Let's see where this is going to lead. Void theory. Look who I came across. The Stydian seemed to need a diversion, and we, in turn, may have need of his lance. Right then, now that our little party is assembled, let's make our way to the ruins. We have need of Matsia's boat again. Not this time. Once you're still informed me of our destination, I arrange for a vessel to be made ready at Akiali. Your Excellency is ever the gracious host, shall we? Oh, that was right. That was Vitra / Varshan. Let's see. Where do I need to go? Oh, all the way over here. It'd be faster to teleport to... You know what? Unironically, the distance seems about... Nah, it's shorter. Okay. To the beach we go. The pains of the fact that I don't possess flight. Plus, I'm just funky. I like doing things the hard way. Like, no, I will do this a lot. Do it this way. Why? I don't know. I'm dumb. Okay. And, it's fun when you can walk by the training dummies and see people practicing their rotations. That's just fun. It's like, oh, hey, people, you know, warming up a bit. Probably getting ready to do their own dungeons and everything. God, I need to run back to doing dailies so I can build up my freaking, currencies again. I mean, I almost have the amount of tomestones of causality I'm definitely going to need for, the next Manderville weapon tier, so that's fine. I'm going to use up my poetics for other stuff, at least, because, I have a plan with Dawn Trail, is that I want to play Viper. So I'm trying to at least collect the level 80, like some good level 80 gear again. Okay, ship is yours command. Alright, let's see where we end up. Let's get through some of this, at the least. Alright, now let's start up the main cutscene. Let's see what happens. Let's see what's going to happen. The ominous music is playing.
The ruins alone were impressive enough, but I never dreamed such a treasure lay hidden in the depths of the bounty. It may have been helpful to know this device existed, Your Excellency.
My apologies. The gate was a secret I shared with none but my closest advisors. I feared for what might happen should those with ill intentions learn of its existence.
Well, I mean, you know, you can't really fault Vitra for playing cautious about it. So let's see. See what can be done.
What is it you're doing now?
Oh, here we go.
There's something I wish to verify. The Noah
Here we go.
that a short stint into the void carries little risk of etheric imbalance.
Oh, what about a prolonged stay? That's the
Once
problem.
An injury, however, or if one's expedition drags on longer than intended, that risk becomes significantly greater.
Yeah, don't want it to get too bad in that regard.
Graha theorized that a warding scale would confer protection from the void's corrupting influence. But I would prefer to test that hypothesis before we set foot in the 13th ourselves.
So you're gonna make a familiar?
So, this is an experiment of sorts.
Yes, an experiment. Tell me, how would you go about testing the efficacy of the warding scale?
Slap it onto a familiar? And then send it through the void gate. Could be simple enough. Maybe send a familiar.
Very good. I see you've been paying attention.
Yeah, you know.
Sent his simulacrum. So too shall we rely on a familiar to bear the brunt of any unpleasant consequences.
So then why'd you grab this water aspected stuff? You summed it for... Okay, we're about to get through the scene, aren't we?
Now, a lowly imp can navigate a fissure, no matter how narrow. Which means an arcane entity of similar stature should be able to manage the same.
And what would that entity be, Y'shtola?
I hadn't wanted it to come to this. But no other familiars will do, I'm afraid.
Oh. She says this like it's so bad. But I know it's actually hilarious. I'm gonna shut up. Let's just enjoy it.
I mislike the sound of that. What manner of fiend does she mean to summon?
I don't think it's gonna be a fiend. I mean, it might be.
From ocean rise and cloud bank form, from mountain spring and rainfall storm, from river flow and life be born. Water, froth and foam!
Oh no. Oh, I'm gonna need to listen to this in other languages.
Her arms. I fear she's been possessed.
I forgot the screen cap the main moment. Oh no.
Oh, come now. That was adorable.
Richard's just like, what the fuck did I just see? The Nixies. Oh, the Nixie. Wait, that was your fault. Oh no, she's so embarrassed.
Though not my first choice. These familiars as a child,
Oh, Stoa.
getting through the gate. I only wish my younger self had considered a more dignified ending to the creation ritual.
Nah. This is that's fine. That's hilarious.
In any case, these two should serve as well.
And okay.
This one will bear a warding scale.
And the other one will not.
And when they return from the 13th, we can observe how the talisman, or absence thereof, has affected the progress of the Void's corruption.
Oh, that poor Nixie that doesn't have a warding scale.
On you to open the gate. Your Excellency?
He's stunned silent.
Yes.
You didn't see that coming at all.
We should also be wary of void scent slipping through while we conduct our experiment. Estinian, you are to keep Nidana safe from harm.
Well,
As you say.
You had best be on your guard as well.
I always am. I always am. I'm not gonna
Glad for it.
take the risk of making fun of her. I'm not gonna.
In, shall we?
I mean, I'm not gonna take the risk, but I will remind her of it if I need to. That's ammo that I will willingly use. I will willingly use this ammo that I have been given.
Nixies, into the void.
Alright, good luck, you two. Good luck, you two. I play my character like he's a bit teasing, but other times he's like, you know what? I'm not even gonna take that. I'm not gonna take that shot. Later, maybe, but not right now. All right, well, oh, we're almost done here. Won't be too bad. Too much. If something concerning was actually going to happen, it probably would have been like, oh, hey, here's a duty. Get ready for a fight. It's like, yeah, no, that's not happening. So, no big deal. For now, anyway. Hold up.
I think we've waited long enough. Nixies, return to my side.
Okay. I was checking for a chapter update for a manga I follow. What's coming tomorrow. Okay. Well, okay, one's a lot better than... Okay, the one with the warden scale is basically A-okay. Meanwhile, that Nixie is, yeah, okay. Well, that one's spent. I feel kind of bad for it, honestly. I feel kind of bad for that one.
Thank you, little one. You did well.
Twitch, twitch.
The poor thing. Its essence has been irrevocably warped.
Ugh. Uh-oh. Might want to close it. Uh-oh.
We're out of time. I must reseal the void gate.
They're coming through.
And if we have anything to say about it.
In the name of Al-Zidal III, I bar this door unto the void.
Oh, okay. Yep, okay. Okay, we're good. Okay, we're good. We got it. It's all good. Yep, no need to find anything. Okay, we're good.
Well, that was a sharp lesson in the dangers of void gates.
Indeed it was.
And what of our experiment? I'd say the results speak for themselves.
The unprotected Nixie has suffered extensive etheric corruption. As Nidana observed, it's well on its way to becoming a void scent.
Mm-hmm. Gonna need to put it out of its,
The one
unfortunate misery.
talisman, however, appears unaffected. I sense no changes to its equilibrium. Rest now, little ones.
Well, that settles that at least. Back to the ether they go. Poor little Nixie.
Graha's theory was correct then.
Oh, at least now we know it works.
So it would seem. But while our second familiar was untouched by void energies, the talisman itself shows signs of degradation.
So it'll last a while, but it would wear
It
out.
was, of course, originally designed to shield the soul from primal tempering. It stands to reason that etheric corruption of a different sort would affect it differently.
Yeah. That's not surprising.
We may need to modify the warding scale's design to account for the 13th's uniquely unstable ether.
Well, hey, that at least settles to what we need to get
Much
done.
of the void's instability, but my imagination fails me. What manner of place is this broken world?
Ah, my apologies. I forget that not all of us spend our days sequestered in dusty archives.
Well, you know, I mean, I know from experience.
Is a reflection of the source that was drowned in a flood of darkness. In Emmett Selk's own words, this tragedy was a result of the Ascians' attempts to force a rejoining. They erred in their haste, and made of that world a useless void. You remember Una Kalhai, the unusual child we met during our troubles with the Warring Triad.
Mm-hmm.
He explained the fate of the
That was ages ago, Jesus.
The champions of that ill-fated world used a stone known as Auracite to contain the power of primals.
Mm-hmm.
But those self-same heroes were gradually corrupted by the Auracite's bleeding energies, transforming
Ooh, okay, so that explains who we saw at the end of 6.1.
by the time anyone thought to oppose them. Light's strength had grown too feeble, and the balance of the 13th tipped into eternal darkness.
The opposite of what almost happened to the first.
And what of your own experience? Will you tell us of what you observed during Noah's expedition?
Right, yep, this is all in my back pocket. You know, the old Crystal Tower, all that other stuff. Not to mention, I've had a couple more run-ins with crazy Void Sense stuff, you know, like the Void Arc.
I can picture it now. The sunless, Stygian expanse, infested with legions of ether-starved monstrosities. A void in every sense of the word.
Yeah, it was pretty nutso.
What you have described in such lurid detail is exactly why I hesitate to encourage you.
Worry not, great Vritra. Our journey into the 13th is but the first leg of a longer voyage.
Yeah, we're planning to crack open the way to
Lead
the
us
you know.
other reflections, to new mysteries and discoveries. And I mean to be there every
You know, because we need material for the other expansions, so we're gonna have to start going to the reflections too.
But first I must focus on refining the warding talisman.
Then I can begin work on constructing an artificial Atomos. Or I could, if I had the relevant manuals to hand. Might I be so bold as to request access to the Satrap's family archives?
I mean, hey, it should. Yeah, I mean, hey, it should work out. What do you say, Vitra?
Your Excellency?
You're zoning out, buddy.
Oh, yes. That can be arranged. I will speak to my officials upon our return.
Vitra, you've been zoning out quite a bit here, buddy. Something up? I get the feeling something's up here.
We will see you back in the city then.
You're zoning out a lot here, buddy. Alright. Gets that out of the way. Let's see how much further I can go. Satrap's duty. Once Nita succeeds in replicating the Makatomos, the door into the 13th will be ours to open. Will you be crossing the threshold alongside us? I realize this is more my endeavor than yours. To be honest, I have no interest in visiting the void myself. Might we discuss this later? There's something I must do first. I mean, yeah, do what you gotta do, buddy. But, hey, you know. Why does everyone insist on being so secretive? I at least had good reason for not wanting to explain my Nixie ritual. Shall we proceed with our preparations, then? As we saw, the warding scale can be effective at protecting the bearer from other sources of etheric corruption. Nevertheless, the talisman's durability will need to be improved for it to withstand the void's influence for a prolonged length of time. I think that is a problem we can address without involving the brilliant but busy alchemist who created it. Who do we know who excels at this kind of structural augmentation? Garland Ironworks. Leave it to the Ironworks. An excellent suggestion. As I recall, Sid himself is no stranger to the void and its volatile energies. With his experienced hand at the helm, I have every confidence that the Ironworks can strengthen the warding scale. Come, let us visit their operation in Valgyr's Reach and commission their best and brightest. Alright, all the way back to Valgyr's Reach. Goddamn, okay. That's going quite a ways. Hey, it just takes us all the way there. Hell yeah. Thank you, game, for just being like, okay, we're just gonna teleport you there. Because you're already having to leave one scene, so you might as well just be yeeted to the next. So, make that easier. Alright. Respect for making it quick and just yeeting me here. I have a commission for you and your president, actually. Like, I'm just right behind this Clinton Eastwood dude. It's always fun when you're just like, oh, I'm doing quests and you're conveniently on the just like a little bit on the path trail of somebody else too at the same time. Hey Sid, been a while. I need you to do a thing. Okay. Enough opening other stuff. A pleasure as always. There you have a job for us. Yeah, we need you to improve these things. So, here's... Heading into the void to find a lost dragon. That sounds almost pedestrian compared to your last adventure. Honestly, I don't know if you could say anything that would surprise me after meeting on in that bloody mess. Oh yeah, no, this is kind of a dial back to going to the ends of fucking creation itself. Alright, let's take a look at this talisman of yours. You said there were signs of degradation. Since some manner of corrosion has set in around a scratch on its surface. Most of the voice corruption seeped into Nero through his wounds, in which case, our best bet may be to simply prevent the scale from being damaged in the first place. And how might we achieve that? We have a coating agent for strengthening trinkets and the like, but I'd be wary of applying any compound which might upset the scale's delicate alchemical balance. Far safer to dress it in armor. What do you mean by that, Sid? We'll construct a protective casing, one utilizing metal alloys with high etherical conductivity so as to not impede the talisman's primary function. Suit of armor, as you said. Nero has compiled data on the 13th, so I'll have him pitch in with the design just to be sure. If only it weren't such an ordeal to convince him to follow our safety protocols. I swear I've never had such a reckless employee. In any case, we may need some time to untangle the particulars. Understandable. You know how busy your schedule is, and the final result will doubtless be worth the wait. Ha! The hard part will be ducking Jessie and her constant barrage of demands while we sneak about doing the fun stuff. We'll see what we can do. I think we can leave the rest in Sid's capable hands. Let's return to great work and see how Nidana is getting along with the Makatomos. Back to Razatan! So far this stream has just been a lot of listening to cutscenes and doing dialogue. But whatever, that's Final Fantasy. That's just this game sometimes. You gotta build up to the fun stuff. You know, you always get there eventually. You just gotta build up to it. If I had to guess, we're gonna get there and we're gonna see that see that other guy in the cutscene already. Just because it's funny. Okay. I can absolutely ensure that the next time I stream this game will hopefully be doing some action, at least a dungeon, and then all these cutscenes and everything. It's like, oh, what did you do for an hour and a half or more? Oh, you know, I just watched cutscenes in an MMO. Because that's what it is sometimes. Sometimes you do just spend 2 to 3 hours going through various cutscenes as you prepare to enter a story dungeon. It's just the way it is. Oh, we got a Tonberry fellow. And alright. Oh, I'm dumb. I forgot the great work is a different spot. I'm so stupid. Well, whatever. Whatever, I saved some money. Ah, Jesus. Okay. Okay. There we go. Ah, we lost space with the other guy. Ah, whatever. It's like, no, we lost space with the other dude. No. It's whatevs. Alrighty.
Ah, hey, Sora. The adjustments are going.
Every time the voice cutscenes start up, it's a surprise.
Tis a lengthy process, But the end is in sight, yes.
That's wonderful news. I myself had some good fortune searching through the Satrap's private records.
Oh, do tell.
What I found was a transaction log dated around the same period as when Al-Zadal's legacy was built. It included a purchase list of highly exclusive alchemical components. And I knew I'd discovered the key to making the artificial...
Hey, good going.
I then visited the High Crucible to commission the materials. After I'd explained my requirements, I was beset by volunteers insisting I allow them to help with the entire project.
Oh, well, that's nice. Nice that everyone wants to pitch in.
The usual reaction to someone forcing open a void gate is to run for the hills. Harnish academics certainly are a different breed.
Oh, they hear that and they're like, oh, yes, let's do it.
The alchemists of old were cut from a similar cloth. The unknown held no fear for them. Indeed, they were ever eager to seek new knowledge, regardless of the danger.
Oh, hey, you know what? That's admirable.
And were you not also fearless? Heedless even, in your determination?
Making you hesitate,
My
Ritra.
sire entered his dormancy before I was hatched. And so it was Ashdaya who kept my eggs safe and warm.
Ah, right. Okay, so he's one of the younger dragons.
It created a bond between us. Even long after I learned to fend for myself, I rarely strayed from her side. She was my guardian, my sister, my dear companion. And not a single day passes that I do not mourn her absence. No matter how deep the darkness, I would not surrender my search. I promised myself the time would come when we would once more take to the skies together.
I got a feeling this is not going to go well.
But I am satrap now.
The Radiant Host is here to serve, Your Excellency.
He feels bound by his duty more than anything.
Nabdeen, what is this about?
Well, you know, never heard you.
Justinian told us of your predicament. For centuries you have protected Rads at Han, never showing your true self, hiding behind a curtain and living only in service to the people. Your dedication meant more to us than your deceit, and so did we accept you as our rightful ruler. After all that you have sacrificed for this nation, did you imagine we would begrudge you your heart's desire?
I mean, in part, I think he did.
We survived the final days. We are a strong and proud people. We, the Radiant Host, will keep Thavnair safe in your absence.
Do what you must.
I am grateful for your loyalty and for your encouragement. And yet...
Oh my god.
Listen to me, Varshan.
He's like, my god, dude, shut up. Shut up and listen. Stop putting yourself down.
You are wearing that face, after all. As I have told you before, you are a little brother to us all.
Oh, this is just nice.
And if you are family, then so too is your sister. We are there for you if you need us. But do not ask us to sit by and watch while you abandon a sibling you have ached to rescue for millennia.
Had a good point there, but he's got a good point there. People are strong. Trust them.
We will succeed in opening the way. It is only a matter of time. All you need do is prepare to step through to the other side.
Just trust them, Vritra. Your people are strong. Let them help. Hey!
Excellency, I wanted to thank you for building the orphanage. It means so much that my sister and I will have a place to be together. safe and happy. And I hope that you and your sister can be together again too.
See? Oh, you knew what you were doing, Astidian. Protect them well, you must take heart.
Take heart and protect them well. Such were the words I once said to you. And here I stand, failing to live up to them.
Well, hey, at least you recognize
My
it.
heart is torn. I am fit to protect neither Ajdaya nor Razadhan.
So, what will you figure out?
My people, I have come to a decision. Bashan will depart Thavne for a time. My dragon self will remain in the palace, but only to conduct the satrap's most essential duties. While I am focused on controlling this vessel, there may be matters that escape my attention. I rely on you, my trusted friends, to watch over one another until I return.
It'll be fine, don't worry.
Take care and fair fortune, little brother. Many tears would be shed should you come to harm.
I would not dare make you cry.
Ah, that's just nice. I think we got ahead of him, actually. Let's see. Those for the greater good, the worm's thundering sighs are keeping its citizens awake at night, and our travelers believe in the palace racked by some unnatural storm. Called out. Called out. Whatever your own answer, then. You seem disinclined to adventure into the void. Well, when I was one with Nidhogg, his vengeful thoughts were my thoughts, his endless rage, my rage. The soul-chilling grief he nursed for Ratatosk's death. I would not wish such agony upon a foe, let alone a friend and an ally. There is a chance we can spare Vutra that pain. Then I will follow you. Any other former scions we should call on? I'd rather not bother our comrades with aught less than a dire threat to the star. We four should be sufficient for our purpose. Now, on to specifics. Unlike the first, where the flood of light was halted before its devastation was complete, the 13 has been utterly subsumed by darkness. My plan as such is to explore the void in stages, withdrawing to safety after each brave foray. Therefore, it would be more convenient had we some manner of base camp nearer to the gate itself. One of the palace chambers should serve. Come, let us reconvene outside Megaduta. Okay. I may actually stop the stream here, then. After I get into this part. Depending on what this is going to lead into, I may actually stop now instead of going a bit further. Just so I can start getting prepared to do other shiz. May end it up that way. We'll see. Also, just because I do actually leave sooner to pick up the stuff my dad said he made and had extras for. Food. Stuff for dinner, really. Basically the idea here. Plus I need to return some Tupperware from what I borrowed, actually. Oh, come on. Net. Alright. Let's get this done here, then. Cutscene time. Alright, well, we'll see how long the cutscene lasts. And so we will require suitable accommodations. Might we make something available for our guests? All the chambers are presently hosting the great mounds of treasure we carried out of the vault. Once the Foundation's activities begin in earnest, however, we can redistribute the trove and make a room or two ready for habitation. Good. Please inform me when you've completed the arrangements. Turn off auto mode. I'd forgot about it. But that I'd left on auto mode. Let's see. As you heard, we will have you settled in Megaduda in due time. As ever, you are most gracious, Your Excellency. You risk yourselves to aid me in my search for Azdiah. Providing comfortable quarters is the least I can do. I wish we knew more about our destination. The gods only know how long our explorations might possibly take, or what our chances of success might possibly be. Succeed or fail, I am grateful to you for convincing me to make the attempt. On that note, I will return to great work and lend what help I can to Nidana. If you preparations to make ere we venture to the 13th, now is the time. Yeah, that is, all I need is my armor and my lance. Perhaps I'll train with the Radiant Host to pass the time before we depart. This is the game basically saying, hey, you might want to go do the side stuff. You know what this means to me, Seiker, but my purpose need not consume you as well. We are headed to another world. Find what joy you can in the experience, for you are a traveler, an adventurer at heart. Yes, I know. Yeah, well, with that in mind... Oh, okay. Meanwhile, into 13. Wait, was that 5? Was that 6.2? That was 6.2. Oh, right. Sometimes these update quests don't actually have dungeons. Sometimes it's literally just prep work. I think 6.2 was more about the raid stuff they added in anyway. This might be a preview to the next dungeon we're gonna run anyway. So this is... Oh, wait. No, this is actually perfect then. If I can just stop here and say, hey, I did 6.2. We're good. Okay. Oh, it's a Reaper Phantom. Huh. Right, no, because after Xenos died, the one that was contracted to him would have split off, wouldn't it? Yeah, it would have returned to the Void. Huh. So this is Xenos' Phantom? Seems like it. Yeah, that's his Purge form. Sure. Just by the looks of it. Yeah, that's definitely the Yeah, that's definitely the Reaper Phantom. So... Oh, okay, definitely does seem to be the case. Oh, damn. Okay, then. Well, that sets something up. Okay. That's definitely setting things up. The question is, what is this going to pan out into next? Well, we'll figure that out as we go. So, with that in mind... Search of Azdiah. Okay, so that was definitely the end of 6.2. So with that in mind, actually, that was kind of perfect, actually, then. I know it was only an hour and a half, but I got some stuff I need to do tonight anyway, so probably best I, just, you know, hold off for now and come back later. But again, I will definitely be planning to do this more often, because, again, not like we're on a time clock. We have a good 6 months until freaking Dawn Trail comes out anyway, so I got plenty of time to get caught up. Well, until the next stream. Don't know, that might be this weekend. I might find time to slot something in during the weekdays, so hey, we'll find out then. Oh boy, I'm gonna have to do a bunch. I'm just gonna be grinding though on the side, that's for sure. Grinding, it never stops. Ah! Till next time.